Today I'm going to discuss with you Chapter 4, Sections 4.1 through 4.3. Chapter 4 covers the basic concepts of probability. We're going to start with some definitions on page 152 of your textbook. And these are the event and the sample space. The easiest way to explain these is with an example. Say you're working at a birthing center and 3 children are born. The children could be 3 girls, 1 girl, 2 boys, 2 girls, 1 boy, or all boys. The collection of those would be your sample space. Each individual one is an event. So an event could be 2 boys being born and 1 girl being born. That would be an event. Or all girls being born. That would be another event. We can now talk about the probability of A. And the probability of A is the number of times that event A occurs divided by the number of times the trial is ran. A classic example would be, say I want to find the probability of rolling a 3 on a dice. And I roll the dice 8 times, and I roll 1 3. So in that case, the probability of rolling a 3 would be 1 divided by the 8 times that I have total. Next, we're going to look at some theorems and definitions that work with probabilities. And these are on page 158. Probability of an event never occurring is 0. A certain event occurring is 1. Probabilities are always between 0 and 1. Why are they like that? Because probabilities are like percentages. 0% means, if you're looking at the weather, not going to rain. 100% would mean you're for certain going to have rain that day. Never have over 100%. Never have less than 0%. Next, we're going to talk about the complement of A. And the complement of A is not A, or the opposite of A. And it's usually written with an A with a bar over it. And so the probability of not A is the number of times event A does not occur divided by the total number of times that you ran the trial. Next, we're going to look at odds. Odds against is probability of not A divided by the probability of A, and we rewrite that and reduce it down with colons separating them. And these are on page 161. Actual odds in favor is probability of A over probability of not A. We reduce those down and we write them with a colon. And finally, we have payoff odds, which is the net profit separated by a colon with the amount bet. The last part of this section in 4.3 deals with the addition rule. And this is on page 168, and this is probability of A or B, and it is written as probability of A plus the probability of B minus the intersection, or the overlap, of A and B. Why do we have an overlap? Well, take, for example, you want to find the probability of a car on a particular car lot that has a white interior, and it's a tan-colored car. So you would take all the cars that are tan, all the cars that have a white interior, but you would have to subtract the cars that have a white interior and tan colored. That would make sure that you don't have an overlap, because you don't want to count things twice. Sometimes you do not have an overlap, and these events are called disjoint or mutually exclusive, meaning they are completely separate. So if you see the term disjoint or mutually exclusive, that means they have no overlap. So the probability of A and B in that case would be 0, and it doesn't affect the outcome. That now concludes this tutorial over sections 4.1 through 4.3.